So Canada Mortgage Bonds are part of our securitization products offered by CMHC. It is a bond investment that is intended to help support funding for the Canadian mortgage market. It was introduced in 2001 to complement our NHA-MBS program. So those are National Housing Act mortgage-backed securities. And both the CMB and the NHA-MBS are guaranteed by CMHC. This is a timely payment guarantee that we provide to investors, ensuring that they are paid what they are owed when they are owed. The NHA-MBS never had a lot of traction with the investor base in Canada. So the CMB program was introduced to help broaden the investor base, both internationally and domestically. We feel that a deep, diverse investor base contributes to the reliability of funding under these programs. So the CMB, as I mentioned, has a timely payment guarantee from CMHC. CMHC is an agent crown of the Government of Canada, so that guarantee represents the full faith and credit of Canada. So it is a very high quality liquid investment. CMB are issued by the Canada Housing Trust. This is a special purpose vehicle that was designed strictly for the purpose of issuing CMB. The trust is consolidated onto CMHC's balance sheet. So the trust issues large liquid benchmark size 5-year, 10-year bond issues. They have bullet maturities, so they pay principal at maturity and coupons every semi-annual and quarterly coupons. So it is a very attractive structure for investors. And as a result, we have a very broad, diverse investor base with roughly 30% of our issuance going outside of Canada. So the trust issues these large liquid benchmark-sized bonds, and the proceeds are used to purchase NHA-MBS. So these are traditional mortgage-backed securities from participants in the program, and then the trust hedges out any of the reinvestment risk associated with the MBS securities. So both CMB and covered bonds are bullet maturity bonds. They're both highly rated. The CMB is highly rated as a result of the timely payment guarantee offered by CMHC. Covered bonds as a result of the dual recourse nature of those securities. Where they're different, the CMB is used to fund insured mortgages. So in Canada, if you don't have 20% to pay down on your mortgage, you're required to get mortgage insurance. And those mortgages are only eligible for securitization through CMHC's programs. The covered bonds are used to fund the uninsured market. This represents roughly 2/3 of the Canadian mortgage market. So it is a very important part of a diverse funding system. So between the two products, it supports diversification and that reliability of access to funding for mortgage lenders. So we have 9 issuers in the covered bond space in Canada. This is actually a decrease from 10 as a result of RBC's purchase of HSBC Canada. In terms of new entrants to the program, there's always the possibility that some small mid-sized financial institutions could find their way to a covered bond issuance program. They would need to be efficient and they need to have a large enough balance sheet because there is an OSFI limit of 5.5% on total assets when it comes to the size of a covered bond program. The covered bonds are an important part of the Canadian funding system for mortgages, but also Canada is an important jurisdiction in the covered bond markets. We're one of the 10 largest countries in terms of issuance volumes. So it's important that we be part of the conversation when it comes to how we continue to promote an efficient functioning market and support the ongoing development of the covered bond space. And of course, thank Enviso for the opportunity through this forum to have those discussions.